Hello everyone, this is Ashish and I'm having with me
Komal Taya.
This is the Talking Fire podcast.
The real
Yeah,
detoxification.
that one. All right, we are supposed to publish this podcast 5 o'clock every Saturday, but it is 5:15 when we started recording.
It's 5:25.
Yeah, so it's going to
Yeah.
be somewhere around 7 o'clock when it comes. So we are just going to say from now onwards, the podcast is going to come on Saturday, and we'll leave you guessing then whenever it comes, because it is getting postponed. But we'll first of all, it used to be on Friday, no?
Yeah,
And
then
then-
it get postponed to Saturday.
The one day we messed up, and we
Yeah.
cannot have it on Sunday because Sunday Momentum podcast comes,
Yeah.
so we can't deal with that. But still, Saturday is a good day.
Yeah.
If I would have it like me, I would have a podcast on Monday morning. That is how I used to look at it. And Monday morning I'll go running or I'll go traveling, and that's when I'll be listening to podcasts. But that is
good.
see, I was publishing some of the videos of my Ashish Sanjan channel related to rocket science and all that. So I was publishing that 7 o'clock in the morning in the last week only, just because I want to know that who wakes up early in the morning.
Yeah.
Like a person like me, I would wake up, I will be doing my stuff, and I'll be going through a video on rocket science. That would be
Yeah.
the best morning possible,
Okay.
right? But anyways, we are going to do it according to the general lazy convenience, and we are going to put out.
According to our way. Yeah.
Okay, Kamal, what do you want to talk about today?
Okay. First topic is I forgot.
You forgot? Oh yeah, we thought about it properly.
No, addiction.
Addiction, yeah. Addiction. Then Komal said that let's talk about addiction, and then
Yeah.
we said that we never had any addiction. Like, we are not alcoholics over here.
Yeah.
We don't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
But then Komal said that she's having an addiction of phone. And I said that I used to have an addiction of video games. And then
Yeah.
only I was editing a podcast today, second part of Tejista's podcast. And Tejista quite openly talked about his addictions to alcohol and cigarettes, and how he overcame that.
Yeah.
I also have one friend who I cannot take the name of, but he clearly eradicated his addiction of cigarettes. And the only reason he was not open to talk about it on a video with me is because then his parents would find out that he was addicted once. So Indian parents won't appreciate the fact that now you're not addicted anymore and you overcame that. That is way more difficult.
Yeah.
They'll beat your ass because you were addicted once.
Even if you are addicted once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
but
they won't acknowledge this fact, no? Now you have overcome it, or you have done it. Now you have subdued that thing,
Yeah.
right? So they'll only acknowledge that you were addicted once. Okay.
yeah, so he spoke to me about how he overcame his addiction. So I can talk about that also.
Okay. So how will I talk? Because I'm still struggling with that.
You're struggling with phone addiction?
Yeah.
I think there's one thing common with every addiction. See, I was also addicted to scrolling through phone, and I was 18 when the text message days were there, right? So
Yeah.
we used to fill that SMS pack and all that,
Yeah.
right? And people literally used to spend time to send those funny messages, no? And there used to be websites at that time at which you can go and send free messages to a mass, right? 20 to 25 people. And you will, in one tab, I used to open that web page in which there are funny messages. On the second tab, the web page which will allow you to send free messages. And that is what I used to do for hours. I don't know why, but used to waste a lot of time. And also I used to spend 4 hours, 5 hours on a daily basis playing video games. Now also when I play video games, it is at least 2 hours straight up.
Yeah.
But now I can actually monetize. I play Kerbal Space Program, and then I put that video online, and that will bring out the revenue, right?
Yeah. So that is like you have justified.
Now,
You have justified your addictions.
yeah. But to reach to this level, I had to get rid of that addiction for 6 years. For 6 years, I stopped playing video games.
Yeah.
When I was playing it straight up for 6 years. Since the moment they came up with those cassette one video game, no? Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
It used to have video games like Mario
Mario and
Contra,
all. Yeah.
right? So that cassette we used to buy in like 50
Yeah.
rupees.
Yeah.
The controller also used to come like 150 rupees, things like
Yeah.
that. And then you'll have an 8-bit.
Gaming cafe used to be there, no?
Yeah, I used to go over there as well. Right?
Which used to be surrounded with boys and boys and boys.
Yeah, my friend literally
Yeah.
got his face slapped into 2 pieces in front of me by his father because he caught us playing that Tekken video game.
Yeah.
So it was that day and age of Tekken 3. Okay, so I would say 2006, 2007. In India, it was Tekken 3. In America, most likely it would have already reached Tekken 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
But that is what we used to do. 10 rupees, you buy a coin, and then you start playing. And me and my friend, I would not take his name, why to do that, but still he is my friend right now. Okay, the one in Mumbai.
I
Okay,
got
you got it, no?
I already got it.
That is my oldest friend. He's going to
Yeah.
come on podcast also
Yeah.
soon. All right. So what happened? No. So there used to be two sides. No. One side you'll select 8 characters, and the second side will select 8 characters, and you would fight a team battle, what we used to call. So your characters will be fighting against his character, and then whoever wins at the end. Okay. The first person to defeat all the characters, 8 characters of the second person,
Yeah.
wins. Okay. So we were in competition going on. This thing was going on for at least like 1 year.
Yeah.
Is there some phone in not silent mode or something like that?
Yes,
Okay.
your phone only.
Okay, continuing.
iPhone.
Okay, continuing. So what happened? No, so there used to be ups and downs. Sometimes I used to straight up win for a week, and then sometimes he used to straight up win for a week, and it was time when he was winning. So my favorite character was Horang. Horang was a taekwondo specialist, and I used to just kick anyone who comes in front of me. Instead of just one character name was Gon. So the Gon was around 3 feet tall, and he was kind of like a dinosaur. Okay, a 3 foot tall dinosaur.
Okay.
Mystical characters. So whatever. So at that streak he was winning, and he was so much focused towards the game. No, he was saying, okay, I'm winning, and then he defeats another character, and for at least 10 minutes his father was standing outside looking at him from behind the whole thing.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I can imagine that thing. No, the movie we just saw, The Horrible Bosses.
Yeah.
The last one, that motherfucker Jonas.
Yeah.
The name was motherfucker Jonas.
Motherfucker Jones.
Yeah, Jones. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Jamie
just-
Foxx. Jamie
yeah.
Foxx
Yeah,
played
Jamie
it.
Foxx. Jamie Foxx at last moment, no, he
Yeah.
along with the other
Yeah, he
guy.
was tape recording, right?
He was watching from the window.
Yeah.
It just hit my mind.
Yeah.
The same thing.
So at least like 10 minutes his father was standing, like it was just a clothing kind of store.
Yeah.
Maybe it was some tailing store or what, but his main income was coming probably from these two monitors that he is having, on which he is charging every kid 10 rupees.
Yeah.
And his father was also a kind of businessman. He also has his shop only in that market only.
Yeah.
And he came over here. He somehow found out, maybe my friend's bigger brother told him, and he was at least for 10 minutes, and then he got his face smacked badly. It happened very bad. So at that point, I think when we were in 6th or 7th class, he left, and I said that, man, what am I going to do now? So I also left, but then again I got into computer games and all.
Yeah.
And then in somewhere in 11th standard, it was the era of Tekken 6, I think. And then that same friend brings me to, let's play it now.
Mario game was used to be fantastic.
No, Mario, I never got connected to it. I played a lot
I
of
really
Contra.
like that game.
I played a lot of fighting kind of game, like Street Fighter and all.
Yeah.
So I played that. But Mario is obviously, I think, the most famous game of that era.
Its main tone just came into my head.
Yeah, that one. So what happens in Mario now? Always the princess is in another castle. So you'll be running for like 2 hours straight up, fighting big bosses, dragons and all that. You get over there at the end, the princess is in another castle, and this castle never comes. Alright, so I left it somewhere around that princess in another castle came for like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
And I'm done with this game.
Yeah.
But Contra was a good game. And then over time it came the age of Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
So I started playing in my computer, and then over time I found out that my computer is not sufficient, so I need to get a graphics card. So at that time it was only costing somewhere 1,000 rupees or something like that.
Yeah.
So I invested somehow back to my father and things like that. So I got a graphics card. Then it came the time of GTA. Before that only GTA Vice City, GTA San Andreas, and then it came GTA.
I played GTA.
Yeah, GTA, I think almost everyone played, and
Yeah.
most people know it by that you can steal any person's vehicle over there.
No, most people don't know about it.
Don't they? This is
like
the most
who are not into games.
Grand Theft Auto.
I was also not in games, but my brother had the game, so I liked it, and I just played. That's why I knew it. Otherwise, I don't think so.
I think most kids who grew up in 80s,
Yeah.
they would know about this one game. It's called IGI. It was kind of first person shooter kind of game, and you do missions, things like that.
I don't know. I was born in 90s. Ashish.
Yes. Okay.
Don't
Anyways,
tell me
so
that
tell me.
I look so old that
Ne-
you
ne-
are assuming me that I was born in 80s.
Now 80s people also would be knowing, because they would be knowing it more, because these games basically came in 2001 to 2010,
Okay.
became famous. All right, so nobody used to buy games in India. They all used to pirate it. Pirated CDs used to come in 50 rupees, and original.
Pirated. Now also people watch pirated movies. No?
Yeah, definitely. But now this whole thing is changing. So that day I went to, before I moved to Bangalore, one of my friend was helping me to find out places over here and all. So I went to his home, and they were having an Xbox over there. So they said that these games that they were playing, they did is buy a year-long membership, and that membership basically gives them the access to download any game. So nowadays they are properly paying. Like for example, Netflix,
Yeah.
people are properly paying. Paying. So
Yeah.
things are changing. But what I'm trying to say is that I was addicted to
Yeah.
games,
Yeah.
right? And that is what. How do you think I would have overcome that addiction? Any ideas?
Because you knew that your career is most important. If you'll not do it, you'll be like maybe pulling rickshaw.
I would be doing probably better than that.
Yeah.
I would have acquired the what we call assets of
Yeah.
my paternal assets.
You don't believe in that.
I-
I know you are a type of person who don't believe in acquiring parental properties and all.
I haven't. I'm the only son and I won't. That is
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
But
you're right.
at that time, if I would not have done anything, I would have done better than pulling rickshaw. That's what I'm saying. But anyways, basically that is true. Once you understand that something else is more important, you will get rid of it. And it was not obviously easy. The video games used to come in my dreams also, when I left playing video games,
Yeah.
it used to come to my dreams every night that I'm playing this game, I'm playing that game. I used to be dreaming about playing that new game. And then I woke up and I found out that no, I have
As
to
if
study.
games are calling you back. Come
Yeah,
back, Ashish.
yeah.
We miss you.
You remember I showed you that Spider-Man movie, in which there was a box in which black Spider-Man's suit was there, and that suit was literally
Yeah.
calling.
Yeah.
In a similar manner, I had a laptop. In that laptop, there were all my games, but
Yeah.
throughout my semester, I would not touch that. I would not even install that, but I would have the setup file, right? So I can click on it and install anytime, and that would literally call me. It used to be in the same place where the Spider-Man suit used to be, at the bottom of the cupboard.
Yeah.
But I used to resist it. And when the semester was over, I would get like 1 month holiday, and then I would just do everything that I can to play all those games.
Yeah.
That is what I did in my semester breaks. But then over time, when it came to like 5th semester, 6th semester, I understood that examinations, you cannot handle it without studying in your semester breaks.
Yeah.
So it completely. I left Naruto, you can understand. I used to follow each and every episode of Naruto.
Naruto, you left Naruto.
Yeah, and when I was in Delhi, I just could not, because other things became more important. And then after that I studied, I got at a stable position, and then I said that I'm going to do all those
Yeah.
things now. When I got into ISRO, then I had no jobs, no examinations to crack. And then I played a lot of video games. I bought a new gaming laptop that you're seeing over here. It costed 80,000 rupees. That I bought from my own money. So if you can resist for some time, then you can have better time
Okay.
on your own. But I think
Other than this, have you ever had any addiction other than games?
yeah, see, Facebook and all, like I said, when I was very young, those Orkut days, I think 2007 or 8. So Orkut used to be a huge addiction over there, like drop a message or go to the profile of different people and see. Or the good thing about Orkut was that whatever people were talking, everyone can see. Then they came up with a feature that you can actually make it private and all. But initially, that is the thing, that any two-person, whatever they are talking, you can basically go to their wall and see. So that is what we all used to do.
Yeah.
And it was also a time of cyber cafe. So almost
I
every...
think that's same will happen to Facebook also now. Like after 20-30 years, I feel so.
Yeah, Facebook did much better than
got
Orkut, I would
faded.
say.
Yeah, Orkut got faded, and then Facebook came, and now
Yeah.
Instagram, YouTube,
But Facebook
and
has been
all.
running for 10 years. So
Yeah.
that is long. right? So I do not.
No, with time these things will also be old and people will get bored of it.
Yeah, but
I feel so.
there will always be a demand for some social media platform like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, where you can post stuff. People will never stop posting
I
stuff.
think Facebook is getting outdated.
Facebook is gone. I don't think people are using Facebook anymore.
Yeah, even I don't. I haven't used my Facebook account. I guess. It's
Yeah,
2-3
you're
years.
done. You're deleted or things like that, right?
Yeah, I didn't even remember the password. I didn't even know what is happening there. I just deactivated it once
Yeah.
in my college days, like back in BSc.
Don't say the username. There are people over here that can hack it out.
People don't know the username.
There's no username actually. It's Koma's name only. So you can go ahead, try. We'll delete that account before we publish this podcast. But there will always be a need of a platform, don't you think? People are addicted to posting stuff. Like any accomplishment they have to post it and let the world know. Otherwise, there's no value of that accomplishment, right?
Yeah.
And we are guilty of that as well. Anything we are going to get, like any success we are going to get, we are definitely going to post it, right? Even if you are going to hit 1,000 subscribers, you are going to let the people know, right? That
Yeah.
you have done that.
No, because of gratefulness and because I show gratitude to others. Otherwise, not.
Then you are an enlightened
Because
person.
if you people are part of it, then obviously I'll show gratitude towards you all. Like if I'm hitting 2,000 on Instagram or hitting 3,000 on YouTube, obviously I'll say thank you.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that is correct. Actually, but people also do that. That even if they buy a new car,
Yeah.
they're going to post it.
Yeah, that is too much. I think that is a kind of
Like obviously, I'm not going to make a post if I got the biggest sponsor so far. And
Yeah.
I'm going to, I got this much amount of money. I'm not going to do that.
I'm gonna brag about it in the comment section, Ashish.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
That video is going to come out on Tuesday. I'm getting some big sponsors, by the way.
International sponsors. Yeah.
But that is good. That
And
helps us.
Ashish is first. Let me brag about this now. Ashish is first Indian YouTuber who's getting
Hey,
it.
that we cannot say because we don't have the proper statistics.
You only told me.
Yeah, but I just went through all the sponsors. They actually made a playlist
Yeah.
that these are the people that I've sponsored, and there were no Indians over there.
Okay, according to that statistics.
According to that. But yes, anyways, moving forward. Not gonna brag. So coming back to the addictions.
Brag.
Coming back to the addictions.
Yeah.
You are also getting sponsors, but again, not gonna brag. But she is getting in a small scale by now. But getting that is more than sufficient. Especially if you're getting in a channel which is not even monetized. So that definitely helps.
Yeah.
Okay, now the point was that if you have to get rid of an addiction, then you have to find something that is worth it. Which would be making sense to. Okay, 1 second. This fan is running. Yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, if that thing is bigger, obviously, if that thing is when I think addictions and all, they'll automatically vanish when you'll think that your ultimate goal is something else. If it is related to gaming, then no offense, but if it is related to studies or any art or any profession you want to enter, right? So I think then it changes when you become serious for it. If you are motivated enough to give up on gaming, then I guess it will happen.
So what is addiction? Basically, if you look at it, it is just entertainment.
I think addiction is when you are lost on your path.
Yeah, see, whatever you're saying, for example, gaming, smoking, alcohol,
Every addiction
or
is
scrolling.
when you are lost. When you do not know what you are doing, basically.
What are you trying to achieve? You're trying to achieve some kind of pleasure, right?
Temporary pleasure.
See, you are trying to feel better, right?
Yeah. Temporary, no.
Yeah, but you don't know that at that time. That means that you are feeling pretty shitty.
No,
right
I
now.
don't think so. The person who, I can say that people who are doing 11, 12, after even 12th also, they're immature. Then the ones who are 25, 20, I feel that people who are teenagers, they're teenagers only, right? So they are immature. And people who secure good ranks, so obviously they are securing it after they have given up on everything, right? So if they are mature enough, not so much, still immature, but mature enough, ironic, and that is quite irony, right? So they are mature enough to understand, okay, that is my path. So I think it means you are lost, I feel so.
See, what I would say is that if you do not have things to do, all right?
Yeah.
Or especially if you do not have things to do which makes you happy, then every person wants to be happy. and they are going to look for some pleasure, all right? And that pleasure they are getting from scrolling through Facebook or consuming alcohol or cigarette, or some kind of pleasure they are getting because they are just tired of feeling shitty all the time, right? So that might be a reason, but what they are not, they say no, that weed is a gateway drug. Why do they say that? Because after some time that is also not going to give you pleasure.
Yeah.
And then you're going to look for something else.
Yeah.
The same goes with video game also. You're doing that, but over time everything has a utility, no? That's what they say. So if you're enjoying for an hour, then you'll be having a great time. But after that, after 2 hours, you've been doing the same thing. 3 hours, you've been doing the same thing. Your brain is accustomed to that. Now you need something else, because all of these things are superficial, like plastic kind of thing that is not giving you actual pleasure, right? So you'll be searching more and more, and that is how people are lost in this, right? Same goes with alcohol also. After some level you want more and more. So that is the reason for addiction. If your life is hollow, then you'll be looking for other things to fill it up. So if you really want to get rid of addiction, then you have to basically find something that you enjoy, which is more permanent and is not devastating for your body. What would you say? Right?
Yeah, I agree to it.
Yeah. Anything more that we want to add? That is applicable for everything. So I was saying that Testa and one other friend left their addiction of cigarette, no? Do you know how they left their addiction? Both of them went into spiritual path. This is the common thing about both of them. Testa properly said that I was not able to meditate properly. And if I'm consuming alcohol, next day I'm trying to meditate, I'm not able to reach that state. That is another thing that is fascinating. I've never meditated, but this line of his made me think about that I want to meditate. He says that you are going to reach a different state of mind, different state of consciousness. So that state was not possible for him to achieve, and thus he decided to quit. So now, and see, what is better than quitting? So you can say that 8 years sober. So I've not touched alcohol for 8 years. But even better than that would be, you touch alcohol every now and then whenever you want, but you have proper control. Like you do it after 6 months and you do it once and then you have proper control. That is actually getting rid of addiction, right?
Yeah.
So, and I know a few friends from martial arts and all, because they have to compete, right? So if they're competing, if they're participating in sports, and I know this when I was in college, then some people were competing in badminton and all that high level. So they had to give up on these things, otherwise they won't be able to compete. And I know a lot of people who were competing and were not able to succeed because of their addictions.
Yeah, and a lot of people like unknowingly enter into these drugs and all, no? People who are in sports, right?
Unknowingly? How do they do it?
Unknowingly means they are not knowing that they are getting addicted to it.
Cigarette is the worst one, because cigarette, you won't understand. This is what people who were addicted to cigarette, that's what they said, that you will do it once and then you'll feel good, and you won't even understand until you are already addicted. Then you will understand that you are addicted, and it is like physically difficult to leave it. You understand? So there are drugs, that is why they said that weed is not physically addictive, right? But heroin is physically addictive. Okay. Your body will start to fail if you do not give it that drug.
Okay.
Right? That is the danger.
And
but
cocaine?
I don't know much about that, but
we have seen in series and all. No?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
They're putting lines of salt and saying that it is cocaine. By the way, that was funny when I think Deepika Padukone said something like that it was just salt or something.
Yeah.
When they were busted for cocaine, what was that?
Yeah. It was just, what did she say?
It was Deepika Padukone?
Yeah, Deepika Padukone said that I use mal for cigarettes, and that organic cigarettes.
Okay. But she said something like that it is not cocaine, it is just salt.
Yeah, salt, something like that.
I saw a meme over there.
Yeah.
I think it was on Instagram.
No, we saw that, we saw one video on Instagram, no?
Yeah.
Where that on phone he was making lines of like cocaine powder, and then he was just taking guava and just eating it.
Yeah, so
it looked like at first that it is some kind of drugs that he's going to.
It is cocaine.
Yeah.
So basically I watched that video.
Yeah.
So I could not understand anything what you are trying to do. Okay, it is funny. But then you told me the story that this is what is happening in Bollywood, right? So it was captioned that nowadays Bollywood actresses be like this. Okay, can we move to the next one? I think we talked sufficiently about that.
Yeah.
No, this one was good.
Next topic, you were very interested in that.
Yeah, this one. How to be risk taker for positive things in life without any guilt. See, I have taken risks in my life, okay?
Yeah.
But I know Komal, I think, and if I compare myself with Komal, I think Komal has taken bigger risks in her life. Big risks, and I have just suggested her to do this and take this risk. She has done a lot of that, quit her job and things like that. Okay, even though she needed the money, but I said that quit it. You can do better. And she just called that person and said that I'm not going to do it. And
Yeah.
I've seen that happen. So, for example, let me put the scenario over here. So Conan, sorry,
Conan? Are you remembering Conan?
we are not going to take any names.
Yeah.
But Komal got a phone call in morning that, see, this is your contract and we want to give you a permanent contract. And
Yeah.
that permanent contract is not going to be like, it is not going to have any end limit, right?
And people are dying for it.
Yeah.
If we see.
Yeah, definitely. People are working hard to get that.
Yeah.
But she was already having that in a temporary basis. Then she was offered to get a permanent one.
Yeah.
And the only thing was that if she has permanent one, then she will have to sacrifice something that she wanted to do, right? And what she wanted to do did not pay her anything.
Like that field has very uncertainties, very risk, and
Yeah, over time we are going to talk about it more because
Yeah.
we are still working on it.
maybe after 1 month.
Yeah, maybe after 1 month.
Yeah.
But this job was easily going to pay her somewhere around 60,000-70,000 per month, right? Easily for
And
only
after 6 months only it is going to increase.
yeah, and for only like 4-5 hours of working every day,
Yeah.
right? That's it. But then we discussed, and I said that say no to her. That's it. And like by I think 2 hours, 3 hours later,
1 hour.
only 1 hour later, you called or you got a call. No,
I called.
You called.
Yeah.
And the other person was super pissed. Like, we are offering this girl this position and she's saying no. But
Yeah.
that is the thing. That is just one example. Someday we'll be able to explain the bigger risks that you have taken. But my risks are pretty open.
Yeah. All other risks. I'm saying risks.
Yeah.
So I think that is not explainable right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. My risks are pretty open. Like preparing for ISRO when sitting at BARC.
Yeah.
And I also had a job when I was in my final graduation year. So I was getting a contract basis job.
Yeah.
So this is how he offered the job to me. So I'll talk everything openly over there because that person who actually offered me a job, I hate his guts, man. Okay, so because I have talked about that because there was one time when I was in need of job and that person just stopped responding after giving me hopes that there are jobs. But anyways, we are going to talk about that later. But this is how he offered me a job when I was in 8th semester. So I was very good in this computer aided designing and all that, right? ANSYS, CATIA and all that. So in my final semester project was also in that only. I published a research paper in computational fluid dynamics, right? So over there, I was doing an internship. And then there was a person who was specialized in that direction, doing doing modeling and all that of various components.
Okay.
But that person got a better job. After 2 years of working over there on contract basis, he got a better job.
Yeah.
And so he went away. Okay, he went to Pune. And then that person who got another job was working under the person under which I was doing internship. You
Yeah.
got the picture?
Yeah.
Okay. So he got another job. So he comes to me and he says that, Ashish, when are you getting your degree? I said, June.
Yeah.
And I already at that time I had gotten the result of GATE examination.
Yeah.
And I knew that I have to prepare again. So I was planned to go to Delhi. Right.
Yeah.
So this person comes and says that, do you know anyone who is good in computer aided design, things like that,
Yeah.
who wants a job right now? And this person clearly knows that I'm not having any job. Okay.
Yeah.
So I said that, no, not really. There are a few
Yeah.
people in Ranchi who taught me these coding. So this modeling and all, so I can talk to
Yeah.
them. So he said that, what about you? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
And I said that I'm going to think about it. That's
Yeah.
it. And then I went back home that day only. I went back home and I talked to my father. And my father said that, yeah, you should take it. And I said that hell no, I'm not going to work and that contract basis job, you know what kind of job? First of all the comfort that proper employees get, no, all the health benefit and all that you are not going to get. You're basically going to be working harder. So your basic employees are going to supposed to work for 8 hours for 5 days, no, you're supposed to work for 10 hours 12 hours for every day, on Saturdays, maybe even Sunday also. Right. So they just churn everything out of these contract people and do not get. And sometimes it also happens, these contract people don't even get their salary on time, things like that.
Yeah.
And I understood that if I'm going to be over there, I'm going to be over there for at least like 2 years.
Yeah.
And I said that no, I'm not going to take it. So that was the first time I did it, to go to a place where I'm not going to pay and I'm needing to pay. Right. And then second time it happened, obviously, when I got into BARC. And obviously I knew that this position, if I have to get the best placement, then I have to work towards this. But I chose to work towards ISRO and ultimately got the 10th rank. Then I got into ISRO, and then first thing, running a YouTube channel while sitting in a government organization, it is risky in itself. Like it started to become very threatening when people started to come to me and say, I saw your video. And I said, did you? Oh my God. First of all, when I got into ISRO, I had 50% of my hair colored yellow. Okay, it was blonde. Okay, so it is easy to spot me from a distance. Okay, so you are already unique.
Yeah.
Okay, and then everyone is talking. Like I walked into a lot of divisions where people knew who is Ashish Ranjan, and then they saw me. Okay, and then I introduced myself. Yeah, my name is Ashish. I'm Ashish Ranjan, like James Bond, like that. And like, okay, you are Ashish. You came from BARC. I said, oh my God, you guys already know this. Okay, now this can go to a higher level now, to the point where the bosses find out about this. You are having a YouTube channel, and basically they can easily tell you to just stop doing it, right? Or give you a choice that either keep on doing it or quit your job.
Yeah.
But I knew that it was going to that level. So it was moving, like in the beginning, only people of my batch all knew that. Then it came to some seniors who knew that. And then it came to like scientist E and F who knew that. It was soon going to come to like my boss finding out about it. Right? And then final nail to the coffin that I quit ISRO.
Yeah.
I think those are to be considered as risks, right?
Yeah.
So
obviously that was a very big risk.
Yeah. So it is unthinkable.
And you're happy.
Yeah, that is the biggest thing that people must be thinking, that I'm regretting or things like that. A few days ago, I posted a post on YouTube. This is generally what I do on community posts. Give your opinions. What topic do you want me to talk about? And there was one comment way down below. Oh, you're running out of topic, right? You must be regretting leaving ISRO. I mean, you dummy. There's a chart paper filled with topics that I'm not able to make. The only thing is that GATE 2021 is coming out, and I want to find out the biggest problem that people are facing.
Yeah.
But people are actually thinking that I might be regretting. There's absolutely no problem. I haven't had a better I haven't
having better life. You are living better life, right?
I haven't had a better life like ever. This is the life that I always wanted. I think that this is the life that everyone wants.
Yeah.
To have a free kind of thing. You are your own boss.
Same with me, Ashish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is the thing. You have to choose every now and then. Like that choice also. You have to choose what you want to do and what you will be forced to do. Right?
Yeah.
So how do we take those risks, Komal?
It's like when you are very much determined to pursue one thing, then I don't think so there can be any obstacle or any hindrance. Like these what I feel, these small things, these are just tests which is put in front of you, right? So I feel that you should pass this test in order to pursue your main thing, which is your main goal, which you think that is. And if you are not able to do so, if you are getting tempted to these baits, right, which get served time to time, so I think you are not that much determined, you are not that much too much strong on this thing that okay, I want to pursue that thing. If you know that I'm adamant on this thing, that I want to pursue one thing, I gave up on everything which came in my way, and still I'll do in future to pursue one thing which I had kept in my mind since childhood. So I'm going to pursue it. So you can see it in my eyes only right now that I'm going to pursue it no matter what.
That is very, very, very wise, Komal. Like it is small tests put in your way.
Yeah.
That is the reason why everyone is not able to do it. Why?
Exactly.
Because
Everybody says, and the field which I want to pursue, everybody dreams of that, right?
See, everyone wants an independent life where there's sufficient financial income and you are able to do what you want to do. That is nothing new. Almost everyone wants that. But everyone is not able to do that, right?
You need guts, basically.
See,
Action speaks louder than words. I think.
These decisions that will come in your life, no, they will come like multiple times and it will keep on testing. It's not if once or twice it has come and you pass. It will keep on.
Yeah. It teaches you everything,
Yeah.
Ashish. You start having your principles. I never had my principles back then. Now I have my principles. I have some morals. I have
You have
something.
your own thoughts.
Yeah, to walk on. Like I need to abide by it only. Otherwise, I'm going to go vaguely. Right? So these are not something which I have to remind myself. These are basically just got instilled because of my decisions and everything and my risk. So I think so. It got in that way.
So
Yeah.
these decision making are very, very important. Yesterday also only I was talking to one student.
Yeah.
So he was at the verge of something. So
Yeah.
he was at
I
a
remember.
job. Oh, you listened to that whole conversation?
Yes.
When I was sitting over here.
Hair, like the one which you already talked to. The person,
Yes,
same
yes,
person?
yes.
Yeah.
I talked to him for like half an hour more than
I remember,
that, right?
I remember the name too.
Yeah, so there are positions in which you'll have to take decision and that will literally change or shape the way that you're going to go in future. So I told him, listen, if you choose A, then you are going to be stuck with the same job for 2 years and your goal will either be postponed or it will be never coming true.
Yeah.
Or you can take this risk because I see that you are having the capability. Obviously it is a risk, but it is a calculated risk. And if you think properly and logically, then this is the better option to go.
Yeah.
And most of the time, whenever you take this risk, it will not be financially beneficial. It will be devastating financially, right? And that is what you have to choose: instant money or over time, long run, right?
Yeah.
Patience is very important
Yeah.
when coming to the, like, you want the name and fame right now, or you would rather have, let us say, 2 years later, which is more sustained, right?
Yeah, Ashish, according to me, happiness is more important than money for now.
Yeah.
Because I feel we all are youngsters, we want to live our life fully, right? So for right now, I want happiness. I keep happiness first.
Yeah.
Like I keep money at the back seat, right? So for me, happiness is pursuing my passion only. So I'll do it anyhow.
Yeah, see, money, if it is sustainable, if you can, obviously that is very important. Don't take risks taking your parents' money, okay? That is obvious.
It's like I'm saying for now.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if I'll pursue my passion, it will take time for me to grow.
Yeah.
In any field, you'll go or I'll go. Everybody will take time to occupy the space there, to cement their character there, right? So I feel that obviously I'll take time too. So for that time week, I'll be much happy. I'm still happy that I'm daily putting steps towards it. I'm getting closer to it. So I'm much happy. I'm not taking tension of money and all. So that will come automatically. So that will be my secondary priority. So obviously that will come. So it goes like that.
Yeah, see, that is what I was talking in the member special live session. Talk 4712. You listen to that, no? That decisions cannot actually be wrong. It cannot be wrong. It is a starting point. You're choosing a particular life. That can never be wrong because you don't really know where it is going to go. Nobody can actually know which decision is going to work out because you haven't taken the actions yet. So you're looking at point A and you're looking at point B. But what about the infinite number of points in between? Those infinite number of points in between are actions that you will be taking. And that also have multiple different options, and that option you are going to choose. So if you are going to take the right actions, then it is going to be a right decision, right? So decision, see what I say, any decision, any choice, just look at what you really want to do, and if it can suffice, or maybe sometimes the decision may be delayed. For example, maybe you'll have to work as a barista for 1 year just to be sustainable, or you have to work as a Swiggy delivery person just for a year so that you have sufficient money to take that decision, right? But if you're doing on your own and if it is something that you want, then it is second responsibility is face the consequences and take the correct actions over time, right? That is going to make the decision correct, right?
Yeah.
The best decision in this world, okay, pick the wisest person in this world and do the consultancy from that person and ask that person, what should I do? That person won't be able to tell you if this will be 100% successful or not.
Yeah.
you will have to take the actions yourself, or hire someone to take all your actions, which is someone else living your life. Okay, that will be the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ashish, I really got surprised when Ashish was taking his members live special, right? So I was so much surprised that it was so deep when he said this thing in front of his audience, that your decisions can never be wrong. Your actions can be. So can you imagine, you can correlate it to anything. It is so deep. Like whatever you chose, if you are regretting anything, you should not regret it. Because you chose it. Your action could be wrong or can be wrong, right? So your decisions was completely right, and people think that their decisions were only
they live
wrong.
their whole life like that.
Yeah, regretting that.
That whole
Okay.
thought came from me actually
Yeah.
talking to a student only. You remember that conversation also?
Yeah,
no?
yeah, I remember that.
We were at Truffles, I think. That time only we were sitting, and some person was there who was saying that I
Truffles
took
is a restaurant.
yeah. That person said that I took the wrong decision 4 years back by taking this BSc instead of BTech. I said that there are plenty of people who took BTech who are crying right now, not having any job. And there are plenty of BSc people. I had a lot of BSc people, MSc people who got into BARC.
Yeah.
So what is the difference? The end goal can be variable, right?
Yeah.
You did not take the correct actions after taking BSc, right? Anything is not going to happen automatically. So these are not my thoughts. I'm gifted with these thoughts because I've been talking to people, right? And that day also, this whole thing was emerged because in that member special live session, one girl was there who took the actions, and she said that I'm feeling the change and thanks. And I said that I did not do anything. You took the decision, and then you gave this certification or assertion to this thought that decisions can never be wrong, right? You'll have to take the correct actions in future. So whatever decision you take, you'll have to stick to it and make sure that it is having a positive end.
Yeah.
Right?
So basically, decision is changing your path.
Yeah.
And action is on which path you're moving.
How you're moving.
On which path? Like suppose if I want to go from A to B. So if you're going in this direction, so these are actions.
Yeah.
Your decision, that is your decision that you want to reach to A. But your action is that you are going to this or this or this.
Yeah, I
or
don't.
this. That is right action.
Yeah, see, I always correlate it with the parallel universe theory. So maybe I've talked to you about this also, right?
Okay.
There are multiple parallel universes.
Yeah.
I don't really know if this is my thought or I got it from somewhere else 7-8 years back. But when I was in college, I used to do a lot of research on this parallel universe and string theory and all that. I've watched a couple of movies also in this topic specifically because I want to know the idea about it. So the basic idea is that you can take enough number of decisions right now. You can take a decision of close this podcast and walk away. You can take a decision of sipping water, but you are choosing to do this, what you're doing right now. But you can take other decisions as well, right? The moment you take any other decision or whatever and there are parallel universes in which Komaltaya actually did pick up the water bottle and took a sip of water. That is also a possibility. So they basically say
Thank you for reminding me to sip water.
Yeah, the second Komaltaya did it like 1 minute before only. Okay, so there are infinite number of possibilities, right? And they say that anything that can happen will happen and is happening in some parallel universe or the other. Okay, so let us say you are in a stage where you have to take a decision. Let us say you want to do an arranged marriage according to your parents, or you want to do a love marriage according to yourself. So both of those things actually did happen. The only thing is that the consciousness that you are living is in the decision that you took right now. So what I'm saying is that there are parallel strings present, and the way you take decision, it is like, let us talk about a freeway. Freeway is having four-way are 4 decisions. So you are basically shifting through those parallel universe. Your consciousness is shifting from those possibilities.
We talked for hours, Ashish, about this parallel universe, like what would be happening, what would have happened if we had chosen another path, or like that. We
all think about that, and it is possible for us to think about those things because it is very possible. It can happen, and it is happening somewhere else. That is why we can never actually imagine what happens after death.
Yeah.
Because maybe nothing happens. Because that is not possible for us to imagine. That is what they say.
Maybe your consciousness still is there.
Maybe you never actually die. Your consciousness moves from one place to another.
maybe in form of sound wave or like that.
Hmm.
It can be possible, no, Ashish?
That is what they say in string theory as well. That is
Yeah.
the name of the string. That everything is in the form of vibration. And vibration is nothing but sound. I watched that
Yeah.
documentary. Maybe I'll show you someday
Yeah.
also. Or what is string theory? So string theory is basically 11. There are 11 dimensions,
Yeah.
and that is the origination of parallel universe.
Yeah.
So
So
it started
good,
with
no?
it started
It's-
with theory of everything.
Yeah.
So what they did is that they wanted to devise an equation that is going to give solution of every problem that you're having. That was the
Yeah.
idea of the scientists at that time.
And Interstellar also, no? It was shown.
Singularity and all
Yeah,
that,
one
right?
equation.
Yeah, they are all connected like that.
Yeah.
Basically, singularity. No, sorry, Interstellar. What that person was trying to do? No, that old person.
Yeah.
He was trying to solve the problem of gravity, right? So the problem of gravity, if that is solved, then basically you will be able to move from one universe to another or one place to another. That is what they were trying to do. They were believing that Earth is over.
Yeah.
So that was the equation that he was trying to solve. All right. I don't remember his name, but this theory of everything, there's a documentary. I do not know if it is available right now or not, but that was the name, and I watched it back when I was in college itself. So they were trying to find one equation, for example, E is equal to mc square, but they are trying to find this one equation that is going to solve every problem that you're having. Okay, but instead of that, they came out with 5 equations. They were not able to bring it down to one, and those became the different dimensions. All right, so it is said that 1, 2, 3 dimensions that we move in, and then the 4th dimension would be time, and then these string theory 5 dimensions, and then there are few other, and then there's one parallel universe. That last dimension that they found, no, 11 dimension, that is the parallel universe. It is very, very fascinating. You'll keep on thinking about it throughout the day.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
No?
So that is another thing, like people are not able to understand what is 4th dimension. Can you imagine what is 4th dimension? We can go straight, we can go back, we can go left, we can go right, we can go up, we can go down. But where is 4th dimension? 4th dimension is in different trajectory. So for example, a person who any consciousness which is only able to move in 2 dimensions, let us say plane of paper, that won't be able to think about the possibility of going up and down, right? But we are consciousness in 3 dimensions, so we can be able to think about that. But there may be other consciousness which are working in 4 dimensions, and for them we will be looking like ants who are moving in just 2 dimension.
Maybe like in another universe there can be some there can be some planets, no, which have Earth-like features and everything.
Yeah, definitely
Universe,
there are.
life can be there in another universe also, no. It can be possible in every universe there is a planet like Earth.
There is. See, the tragedy of universes, no?
Yeah.
That it is humongous even for the fastest moving thing in this world, and that is light, speed of light.
Yeah.
And even if you look at speed of light, no, we are able to move at maximum of 5% to 10% of speed of light using the fastest rockets,
Okay.
right? Even after using the most advanced propulsion.
Yeah.
And even if you move at speed of light, no, it is going to take light years. That is where the term light year comes now. What is light year? It is going to take light 1 year to travel that different distance. And there are thousands and thousands of light years planets far away. Like we can't even reach the end of our universe. Thinking about the closest solar system kind of thing that is present, that is also going to take.
I think we have to invent something else, like apart from this rocket and all. I think there will be some different technique.
That is the thing,
in near future.
That is the
which
thing
I
that
feel.
they try to show in Interstellar, a wormhole that you can basically. That is what they said. No, show me a piece of paper. So they were saying that instead of going from here to here, we are going to wrap the space-time dimension itself, and you're going to move from here to here in an instant. Right? That is what they were trying to do. Or you can think about increasing the lifespan itself. Like for us, 100 years is too much. But if it is going to take thousands of years for us to move from one place of the universe to another place, or maybe we can say that we are using too crude methodology of moving through the universe. Like rocket science is very crude. We have to basically find magic or some shit.
Some different and some completely strange things. I'm waiting for that. waiting for that day when we'll invent such things.
Those are like, it is almost looking like a magic for us, right? To move in an instant teleportation kind of thing, to move from one part of the universe to another part of it.
And I think that technology will give birth to teleportation. I think.
That is what they do. No, opening gates kind of thing. You have not seen Doctor Strange, but in that what they do, no, basically open a. You have seen Witcher, right? In Witcher, Yennefer was able to open a gate, no?
Yeah.
She was able to move from one part to another.
Yeah.
That looks like magic to us.
Yeah.
But still, if you talk about rockets and all, and ability to just communicate from one place of the world to another place of the world using a cell phone, which can fit in my pocket, that is also magic. That was shown in Mahabharata, that people are talking using their head, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So over time, maybe technology will reach that, but man, human beings are very, very delicate. We die in just 100 years, right? So that is the thing. Maybe we will never be able to see that.
Maybe some other technology we can develop.
Yeah.
You can never say anything about science. You never know what wonders it can generate.
See, we would be in a completely different world if Edison did not create a light bulb. Some people say that if Edison did not, what would have happened if light bulb was not created? Someone else would have created. That's what they say. It might have taken 100 years more. Someone else might have created. But no, maybe something else would have been created, and that was using a completely different technology. Maybe tube light was created first, or maybe they created something that would be like a powder, or it would be like a paint that will just glow or store energy or something like that. And our world would look completely different, right? So that is what I like about these fictitious kind of movies. No, there was one movie in which it was about time travel. Okay, now there was a myth going on, or I don't know if it is true or not. There was a friend of Einstein who was working on time traveling, right? And one day people went to his house.
Yeah, you told me.
And they found was time traveling equations, and the person was never ever found. So it is said that he has traveled through time.
Yeah,
right?
Maybe he's not able to come back.
Yeah, on this idea, they created a movie. I don't remember the name of the movie. I would like to know the name of the movie. No, definitely not. Please, people, if you know the name of the movie, put it down in the comment section on YouTube, because I want to know the name of that movie. I want to watch it again. I watched it when I was in college, right? So what happened? No, this person actually saw his girlfriend or fiance dying. So what he wanted to do, he wanted to change it, and that he was traveling back and forth. And in one travel, he went to future, way like thousands, I think 10,000, 20,000 years in future. And what happened, human civilization as we know today, it was vanished because of some reason. And then another civilization grew up, and they were living in like 100 feet tall this houses with only bamboos till like, let's say 10 floor, 30 floor. And they created a different kind of civilization because their thought process and the creators or the scientists had different inventions. So I'm so sorry, that needs a different kind of thinking, no? Yeah. Whoever is writing it, he or she needs to think a different world. That person needs to think by clearing everything that he was taught. He has to clear his or her brain. And then think about what world would have been if things would have been differently. If cars would not be there, let us say a person does not come up with 4 wheels, can we create something different and the world would be looking something completely different? Let us say the first architect did not think about creating this home with doors and windows. Can we think about something different? That is the thing. Let us say Da Vinci never actually created anything. There was someone else, XYZ, creating a lot of different things. Would the helicopters actually look like this? Or we would be finding different ways of transportation? Or maybe cell phone was never developed, or the trajectory of this fax machine and all was not there. Maybe we would be very far behind when it comes to communication, but we might be very far ahead when it comes to some other technology. Maybe we will be very good at telepathy or things like that. Because everything is upon funding, no? Why are we so far ahead in rocket science? Because NASA is getting funding, a lot of funding. India is getting a lot of funding to ISRO. So that is the thing. Maybe they would have put all those resources in some other development. So we would be seeing a different world, a plus somewhere else and a minus somewhere else. Right? Okay, we talked way much more than we planned to talk about. We planned to talk about only for 40 minutes. You have any ideas the thoughts that you want to share, ma'am, or we are going to end this?
Yeah, I think we should end this because I'm too hungry. Every time after every podcast, I say this that I'm too hungry. I want to go.
Yeah, I'm also hungry, but I made coffee for you. I'm a pretty good barista myself. You can drink it
Okay, I'll sip it.
after it. All right, guys, we are going to end this over here. See you,
Yeah.
all of you, in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know why. Why would a person not enjoy this? But anyway,
Yeah.
and why would a person not enjoy it and reach 55 minutes? So it is kind of a stupid question.
Yeah.
Obviously, you enjoyed it, guys. We are
It
going
was
to.
filled with science and all, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, philosophical and science, like that.
Yeah, maybe we should ask this question in the beginning of the podcast. Like, hope you will enjoy it. Things like that. Because the most people who are going to quit are definitely going to see the
We
beginning.
never know where it will go, Ashish.
Yeah.
We just keep on talking and just topic just branches out of one topic.
That day we did one in Starbucks also, right?
Yeah.
We talked for 40 fucking minutes, man.
Yeah.
We just turned on the camera and we said that let us say we are going to make a vlog or something. And we spoke for next 40 minutes until someone else walked into the room and we said that, okay, we are going to end this. We
Yeah.
are going to post that online very soon also.
Yeah.
Like
Completely candid conversation.
as unscripted as it can get.
Yeah.
Right. And as raw as it can get. That is the thing.
Our face are even not completely visible in that.
I think face is perfect. But voice,
Yeah,
sound,
everything.
sound you'll hate it because there's a lot of background noise and we are just worried that Starbucks traditional music, that 5 song that is going to play for infinity, they are not going to put copyright in our videos. Right, that we cannot even stop it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, hopefully Starbucks will sponsor Komal as well.
You.
But Komal, if Starbucks sponsors you, don't you do that fucking stupid dance that they do, Starbucks dance challenge. Right?
Yeah, oh, I hate it. The way they are doing nowadays.
That
I'll hate
music
it,
gives me
I'll say.
nightmares.
I'll say this is not my niche.
Starbucks, bye. You can say Slay Coffee.
Bye.
Slay Coffee. We are doing something for you. You are interested? Like that, we can say. Or there are a lot of coffee companies coming up. So CCD is dead, right? We liked CCD till 1 year ago, but now I went to a CCD day before yesterday.
Actually, they are not able to keep the place hygienic. I feel so. Everything is very misplaced, and their staff are working very vaguely. I feel so.
Yeah,
No good coordination.
Yeah, 50% of the time you are going to get into CCD that sucks real bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Like you have to get people who can make coffee well, they can make food well, and they
Yeah.
are not doing it properly.
Exactly.
Almost dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is good news for Starbucks, I think. Okay, guys, we are going to end this. Otherwise, we are going to start another podcast. Keep on talking. We are going to continue to keep on talking. We are moving to right now going out.
Yes,
So,
we are going out.
It is a
Have
30-minute drive. Maybe we are going to do a recording over there as well. To put a 5-minute.
Maybe we'll shoot a vlog there.
Yeah,
In cab.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to irritate the cab driver, but anyways.
Neither we do not want to interact with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the best way to avoid them. Yeah.
Hopefully there will be windscreen because nowadays Ola is having that screen. It's not a windscreen, it is a protection screen kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, guys, we are going to end it. See you next time. Till then, bye.
Take care. Keep smiling. Bye.